Tabletop role-playing game combat. I talked about it today, but I'll tell you some of my preferred features in a tabletop role-playing game. I like a game where there is a form, maybe armor, with soaking up damage. It means all damage isn't directly at the body. The armor, as long as it lasts, gets soaked up a bit. Okay, that's one element. I don't mind a combat system where the other person is rolling against you, but I prefer to focus on rolling like at an armor class or a target number. I like action to be direct and fast and not too many. I like the illusion of real rather than trying to simulate everything in the rules. Meaning, I have to lean towards the game a bit when it comes to combat. Meaning, I like just say movement. I like movement to be direct. You move to the spot, you attack, you get your few actions. The combat round is over for you. That's it. We move on to the next round because there's another element I think is really important. It's not just a quick in round movement, but just overall quickness in combat. Pace is very important. Now, flow is good. Don't get it wrong. I like details. I like damage to the body, hit points, whatever your health is to be the body. And when you take damage, you definitely have to face wounds, minuses to what you're doing if you take enough damage during combat. I do like health to be a little bit more meaty on the body. I do like a little bit of back and forth and not just always instantly over. But I do like a game where some attacks could be so brutal that it's pretty much over right away, right? Just seeing how long I can go before he freaks out. We'll see if I can get a video done here. So I like that type of combat. I like combat that sort of acknowledges what's going on with the body. Does it always have to be outright detail? Well, I hate combat that's like hit, miss. I do like the idea that the damage is being described by the game master. Like you take some damage, even if it's minor cuts to brutal damage. Might be like something like, you get stabbed in the shoulder or something like that. I like detailed combat. But I do hate slow combat. Too many actions, too many options. If they're not layered in right, can slow down combat, meaning you got to do a lot of things per round for each player, and it goes around to each player doing all these things, and then next round, and then next round. You just, instead of having it quick, sort of like, here's your movement, here's your couple of actions, it's now, here's your movement, you do an action or two, you can, you got more movement, you can move again. I'm like, no, just move to where you're going to move, and that's going to be it. Right? But that soaking thing, I think it's important. I think it makes armor more effective than just being good protection. Right? Also guarantees that the armor is taking some damage. I think that's there's a reality twist in that, but it's also good for the game. And the illusion of real is really important to me because that is where you can lean into the game, but you're worried about the feel. Like guns. I mean, you could find 50 reasons to roll multiple dice for every time you shoot a gun. I like to simplify things, though, and make it that you can just keep shooting the gun if the gun is meant to be shot. Like bang, 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 bang. Instead of bang, roll, 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 bang, roll. I hate that type of stuff. It bores me. So, I like fast combat. If you want to hear about some more details for combat, where I cover a few games, you can definitely check out my recent stream. I got to tell you, when it comes to talking about combat, it can be very vague. It's not as detailed as people want it to be because combat varies. It really does vary. It's very light in some games, very straightforward. In old school games, it's very dangerous. You'll be dead in one shot, right? Or kill your enemies in one shot. And it's very dangerous to even get into combat. A lot of old games aren't even made for combat. When you get to the newer games that seem to be more back and forth, longer lasting combat, it ends up lasting too long. It's hard to find a middle ground, right? It really is with combat. Though that's why I love the discussion, because I'm always looking for a middle ground when it comes to combat, and I think there is one. I made a game. I'm working on an update right now. It's an amateur mode, my Neo TTRPG System, but it is a game where I'm actually trying to, and I feel like I found that center area where there's a bit of everything involved, but it's actually faster and speedy. And just so you know, this is my cat, Louie. Yeah, I know. Say hi, Louie. Hey, what's up? Louie wants to say hi to you. I don't think this is going to be like a short video, but somebody challenged me and said, could you make a video like holding on to like Louie so you can show Louie up but still talk about something in the game? And I'm like, oh, I got, my brain is a little burnt, but I was on that subject today, so I figure why not I bring him in and do a video. Something to do with tabletop role-playing games. Something simple so you can hear my opinion. There you go. Okay, I love you all. I'll talk to you soon.